Hi, what's up, everybody? I'm Sean. I'm a full-time clothing eBay reseller. Today we have over 500 sales to ship. I'm going to go live. Hopefully, you guys can jump in, ask questions. If you're catching the replay, sorry you couldn't make it on the live, but maybe you can catch me on the weekend because I go live on the weekends to do these. I want to show you guys some of the items I'm selling. Maybe you can find them in your thrift store. Who knows? Maybe you can resell and make some money like I do. Anyway, let's get started. So, if you're new to the setup, I've got the iMac with the webcam here, pointing towards me. We've got my ThinkPad over here, which I do all my business work on. So I'm going to go over here and set up what I need to ship items. I do a little bit of a method. I don't know if people do it, but I open up two eBay windows. The first one is going to have your sales, all your items. And then the second one is the bulk shipping. And I open that one because sometimes eBay does not combine the items on the bulk shipping, and you'll pack one up by itself and print the label, and then you realize you got another one that should have went with it, and then you're upset at eBay. Hey, it happens. People don't buy exactly the way they should on eBay. They buy one item earlier in the day, and then they buy another one, and then it doesn't combine properly. So that's the main reason I do all this. So let's go to eBay, and there we go. So yeah, it was a pretty good sales day. It's $500 something. I'll get the exact total here, and we can find out what it is. But yeah, I had a lot of people come on Tuesday, so I figured I would just kind of make this a thing until people just don't want to watch it anymore. I think it's good. It keeps me accountable, and then I can kind of touch base with the viewers. We have some sales. Man, I gotta open this page. I should have had this open before I started, but I was doing the thumbnail, and I want to make it on 1 o'clock. I think that's a good time. And we have 25 items. And see, some sales come in after I do the little screenshot and put it on the thumbnail. So we got 25 items here for $550. All right, first up, this is a pair of 560 Levi's. 560 Levi's, we're doing really well. I had some 560s. A guy who had a shop was buying them for $39.99 plus shipping, consistently. However, he was only buying them if the waist and inseam was exact measurements to the jean themselves. I noticed if it was off a couple inches, which some jeans are, he wasn't buying those. And then these ones had some stains and were really beat up. So it only sold for $10.50 plus $8.99 shipping. It'll ship for $7.60 in a flat rate. And it's kind of how it is. Bohans, I support you from Serbia. I resell too. Oh, that is crazy, man. Go. Thank you for supporting me from Serbia. What are some of the items you resell? What is in your area? Because I know little to nothing of Serbia. That's pretty cool, man. Glad to have you on. I appreciate you jumping in. What time is it there too? If you don't mind me asking you a bunch of questions about your reselling game in Serbia. That's crazy though. AJ said, where do you source? I source the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I do not live in that area. I have to make a sourcing trip. If you look at my last sourcing video, it's a 15-hour day for me. I drive 2.5 hours, 7 p.m. in Serbia. I drive 2.5 hours to the bigger cities, and then I shop all day from 8 a.m. Sometimes 9 p.m. is the last store, but I typically stop at 8, and then I eat dinner and I come back. So it's a really long day. I get back to my house around 10:30, 11 o'clock, but I found a really, really good source that I want to tell you guys about, and it may shift my business 100%. I mean, I'm still going to sell on eBay, but I think I'm going to kind of I've got some ideas. I don't want to just spill it all on this live, but things are definitely turning up, and I'm going to share the ride with you guys. Let's get this one packed. I also have a new schedule in place. So my friend Ashley at Recloth Collection, I tagged her in my Instagram post. She is doing the Blue Ridge Mountain Race or something like that. It's a team race of 200 miles with 12 people, and you take different stretches of the race. It made me want to go run in the morning. I was always in pretty good shape, but as a new father, I've gained some weight. I have put on some pounds, and I've lost some muscle. I used to be heavier than what I am now, but I was much stronger. So now I'm not almost that weight, but I'm close, and I'm not as strong as I was. So I'm fatter and weaker. But she got me out there. She motivated me, and I was able to run. I did 3 miles this morning. So it was a pretty slow jog because the thing about running is injury. You don't want your knees and your ankles and stuff. And if you're not used to running, you can get injured pretty easy, especially if you're on pavement, the sidewalks and stuff. Brat Sales. I just got done with my listings for the day. Geez, it's only one here in Texas, so that means you're on it. Congratulations to you. Bohans, I usually resell vintage clothes, windbreakers, tees, and other items. That's cool, man. Well, you're in the right place. I don't do a lot of vintage here. I do men's modern, but my margins, of what I pick up and what I sell for, maybe you can kind of like copy that. That's good, man. Or maybe you'll learn some brands. I bet you some of our clothes make its way over there. You cross list of 4 places to help my business. Whoa. I thought about cross listing at one point. My big concern with cross listing is that they don't delist automatic. I know they notify you to delist, but they don't do it automatic. And that's really what I want, because I don't want to cancel orders on people. And that's something that can happen. But if it's going well for you, Brat, maybe I'll open a Poshmark closet and try to sell some items there. Liz Moore, hello from the Bay Area. Finally, a nice sunny day today. It's really nice here too. Isn't it supposed to be nice every day in the Bay Area though? Isn't that like y'all's claim to fame? The weather's so great. That's why people pay so much to live there. It's nice in Texas. It's like spring is finally coming, All right. We got an Izod Lazard. I got an Izod. It's not Lacoste. It's just a 2XL. Sometimes I dip into these cheaper brands. I pay $1 for them. It sold for $5.45 plus $8.99 shipping. So they're all in for what? I don't know, like $14.30 or $14.40. And if you pay $1 and you ship it first class, like there's a little bit of money to be made. I would not bet your business on those types of items, but it can work. It can definitely work. It kind of fills the gaps and it helps you learn. It definitely helps you learn. I have a friend of mine, Brian Roning, who was talking about selling craft and borrow shirts. And there's certain ones that sell for good money, like $20, $25. And then also Roundtree in York, he was selling for $20, $25. So if you can find those on like the cheaper days, you can definitely make some money on that. Let's see. You can check my store if you want, Bohas. A lot of people ask me to check their stores. You're saying just so that I could look at it, which is fine. A lot of people want me to help correct the store, which I'm not really in the position to give my time for that. I mean, I would have to charge, and I don't really want to charge anybody because I don't really consider myself that good at reselling. Like I'm a little bit better than a lot of people, but I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction or not feel like you don't get your money's worth. So I'm not in store review mode right now, but I don't even know how to look at a Serbia's eBay store. Isn't it like a different website? Like it's eBay/Serbia or like they have UK and Australia. So I don't know. That's definitely something I, would have to learn about. Let's see. I need to do, okay, like I'm going to put the label on and grab the next item, answer questions, and kind of go in that workflow. Because if not, I'll be stuck here all day. I've got this is a Volcom polo. Volcom's one of those like skate brands. It sold for $3.15 plus the $8.99 shipping. It's probably under 8 ounces though. It's not a good one to buy. Don't buy Volcom polos. Raleigh Restorations, what is your average profit per item and how many sales do you average per day? Well, today I had 25 and there's $550 in sales. I profit $6.50 last year on all my sales, and I did like right under 10,000 sales. So I made like 60K. And then, it was pretty good. It's a pretty good year, but I feel like I worked pretty hard. And somebody made a comment saying like, you're working too hard for like what you're getting. And he might be right. And I have aspirations to do more. Well, I'm still going to do a lot of work. I always work really hard, but I'm going to make more with a different type of work. And I'm going to share it on the YouTube channel. Everything kind of happened yesterday and I'm still trying to figure out how I want to go about the new business ventures. It's still in reselling though. So you guys will enjoy it, I think. Give some tips, maybe. Yeah, exactly what I was talking about, Bohas. I'm not trying to give store reviews and stuff. I can get like into a deep dive into that. And then I'm doing it for free. And like, I'm already putting a bunch of content out. So I'm not in the position to review y'all's stores, but maybe I'll do like a consult thing, but I just don't know. Like, I don't really want to charge you guys for that, and I don't know, maybe if you're willing to pay, then possibly, but I don't know. I'm not in that position right now. Flip, you could put sold in Flip and it delists from others for you and it's free. Flip, you can put sold in Flip and it delists from others for you and it's free. No. So not delisting, but like you have to manually say it's sold. So like if it double sells overnight and you're asleep, then you have to cancel one of the platforms, is my opinion or my understanding of it. So not too sure if that's kind of, if we're on the same page with that. This one did ship for 8 ounces though. So 8 ounces is good. The shipping's high nowadays. I wonder what the Serbia shipping price is for an 8-ounce shirt. I'd be interested to see. Because it's $4.24, and they're going to, this is going to Oregon, so it's like the other end of the country. I don't know what zone that is, though. I don't know what zone that is. So yeah, that is something. AJ said, very cloudy in Los Angeles today. Okay, well, cloudy days are okay. People are always like, you can still get sunburn on a cloudy day. Like, I'm still on the fence about that one. I don't know if that's true. Weather has been bad this winter. Constant rain, flooding, and 30-degree weather. Definitely not typical for the Bay Area. Isn't that something? Like, that happens when the weather changes like that. It's just kind of like, it sucks. You don't have the right gear for it. You don't have the right clothing and all that stuff. So this is not the right pair of jeans for starters. Okay, so yeah, this is what happens. I go in order, right? I pick all my items in order. It takes like not very long to do it. And then I get everything set up, and then I start the sales, and then another sale comes in. So then it's not in this bin, but it's like right at the, like I got to keep skipping it now, or else I'll accidentally put a label on it. But that's okay. I just got to keep an eye out for it. $71.99. Jesus, see, that's 2 in a row. Oh, man. I'm struggling here, folks. I'm struggling. 70.17. I do got that one. Okay. 17.17. So this is a Hollister flannel. They do okay. This one did $4.99 plus shipping. This is $5 plus $8.99. So not like too great, but it did sell, and it's a women's Hollister flannels don't do well. So there was a point in time, like, I don't know if you guys do this as resellers, but whenever you find like a little pocket in the market of like sales, like if that Hollister was a 3X, like a 3 plus for women's, it would sell for good money most likely, but it's a size large. I bought all the women's flannels I could find that were under like a couple bucks. I didn't spend like $5 on that. I spent probably like $2. But I'll buy all of them, and then I'll see what sells. And, I look up the sell-through rate on some, and I guess that one just wasn't very desirable. So I do that quite often. And that's kind of what I did for the first part of the clothing business. And then like still, even like, I don't know, pretty recent, I still kind of do that. But I'm trying to get away from that model because it's really like a running gun type, throw it up at the wall and see what happens. So I'm not trying to do that anymore. My goal is for eBay to do like much better items and then find another way to move like cheaper items, because I have a source now to get like very cheap items, but I need to move like lots of units, and I need to figure out a place to facilitate that. Oh my God, to facilitate that. So I'm thinking like, I could do a yard sale and test it, test the price for some of these items, maybe like $2 a piece if I'm getting them for like a quarter. And then the good items that I get out of those lots, I can list them on eBay. And that's kind of where I'm at, trying to figure out, do I want to get a location? Like, it's really expensive to do that. And when I look this way, it's because I'm looking at the chat on the side. So don't think I'm not looking right at you. It's just it's a thing for me to see. Oh, Bohan says Instagram. Yeah, I'll have to see. I don't know if you've already added me on Instagram, send me a message. If you haven't, then I'll try to look it up. But I got a lot going on today too. It just makes it a little hard. I forget things. Riley says, nice, man. Keep up the great work. Love the channel. It takes time to compound. Just be consistent. Yeah. And that's the thing. There's a lot of ways to get to that, full-time income. If 60K is what can get you by in your town, it's just, there's easier ways to do it than what I did, but I feel like it's an available way with what's in front of me. So you got to find like better items, more items, like help. I mean, you could pay for employees. Do you use eBay templates, or do you for listing items from AC? No, I just sell off of my own store. Since I have so many of the same items, it's really easy just to pick women's flannel or women's button shirt and then just change a couple listings or item specifics. That's how I've been running it. I think templates are pretty fast too. I've never set them up, but I can imagine them being, especially with eBay's like box that fills out from the title. I know it takes a couple seconds to populate, but that's a really nifty tool. I mean, it's pretty snappy once it populates. Let's see, 68.92. This is a Wrangler shirt. Just had to blow it out of the store. Only sold for like a couple bucks plus shipping, which it's Pearl Snap XL plaid red. Like it's the same shirt. I've said this last time. It's the same type of shirt I've sold for 23 to 25, but then today it sold for like 13, 14. So a little frustrating, but that's kind of the nature of it. Sometimes you kind of flood that category maybe, or it just doesn't get picked up. Somebody just didn't see it. It went to my sale. Now I run sales every month. I put about 1,500 items on sale each month, and this item has been listed for probably like 6 months, and that's why it hit the sale. Let's see. I wonder if I pull. Do you ever have like is it whenever you get the numbers backwards dyslexia? Like sometimes when I'm pulling all of these items, like the labels and stuff, like right there, it truly is kind of backwards because of the camera. But it's like I look at it and I misgrab them sometimes. I was on the phone though talking whenever I was pulling today, so that definitely that plays a factor for sure. Even though I've done the task so many times of pulling items, when I'm on the phone or like my brain's kind of pulled in another direction, I'll make mistakes like that. It happens in photographs too. Sometimes I'll forget to measure it because I'm on the phone. I'll put it on this stand right here on speaker and I'll just do photos, and I'll like forget little like basic things. So we have 2 items. I'm going to set. Yeah. So this one was picked incorrectly. So I'll have to put that one back. And here we go. So these are Banana Republic women's jeans. They're the flare leg, but see the number 4993? I'm at like 14,000 right now. So these have been in my store for a long time. Sold for $280 plus shipping. So like a lot of these items are just break even items, but it does make back the $4 that I spent, or $3, So it's not like a true loss, but it's definitely not a profit. But if you're buying in bulk and you don't sell the stuff that's not good, even to make the money back, then you just bought a bunch of items that don't sell. So it's kind of like, it stinks to have to make the work to do the sale, but it teaches you, like, I'm never buying Banana Republic flare jeans and women's ever again. And it's a good size too, and it's not like it has any flaws or anything. It's just not that desirable. So we got Jack in the chat. Howdy. What's up, man? Yeehaw. I don't say yeehaw. No, I am from Texas, but I don't say yeehaw very often. Flipping Sports Guy. That's a cool name. Hey, y'all. Or hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I do say y'all quite a bit. And I feel like whenever I like email somebody, I'm like, like a company or like should be more professional. And I say y'all, I think they judge me. I can feel it through the pixels on the screen that they're just like, yeah, country. Or they're just like, yeah, uneducated. It's I don't know. I really don't care though either. That's what I like to say. The Junction. I like that because it's like junction. He said he's new to the channel and he's loving it, man. Well, I'm loving that you're here, dude. I'm really happy to have so many people like enjoying the content, and that it's almost like it's a reassurance that what I'm putting out there is something people like to watch and listen. I did go sourcing yesterday. I went on my 15-hour sourcing trip and I got all the footage. I did not film the victory cone because I was on the phone with a friend, and I'm going to have to like substitute it and like kind of like edit a little bit. I may use like a different thing, but it wasn't a great day as far as picking up items. I didn't get, 12 Scotty Camerons like I did last week, which happens, but I found like a wholesale source, and I think it's going to be like the real deal. I mean, I really do think that. So I'm going to invest some time into building out like a much bigger operation and just seeing what I can do with it. But thanks, Junkton. I know that's great, man. I appreciate it. Hankinston, what up, y'all? See, and I put the Y apostrophe ALL because I used to serve at a restaurant for a little while. And there was a big discussion one day about how to write y'all. Is it Y A apostrophe LL? Is it just YALL? And this one gal said it's Y apostrophe ALL. And that's kind of how I've been sticking with that one for a while. And it's fine. I mean, you can spell things wrong on this channel because honestly, I'm not the grammar police. I cannot spell. It's one of my main weaknesses in life is spelling and pronunciation. Like I constantly say Ralph Lauren when it's Ralph Lauren. But, it's one of those things you kind of got to live with. I suppose I could improve upon myself and, take language classes or take pronunciation classes, but I'm not signing up for any spelling bees anytime soon. So I don't really, it ain't worth my time. But yeah, if you spell my name Shawn though, like I may not comment back. I probably will comment back, but it's Sean. My grandma really wanted it to be spelled the Irish way, which I like it. I like it short. I mean, it's less letters to write, and the problem is people think it's pronounced Cian, and I'm like, have you ever met any Cians? Like, I don't know. I got that a lot growing up though. Snugglebug 4TM. Do you put thank you cards or the paid in full slip? There is nothing more irritating than no slip or who it's from. Are you talking about when you order an item? So I do not put thank you cards. I used to. I definitely used to. I think if you start your store and you have zero feedback, thank you cards are really important. I think it's critical because it'll get you to like that 100 feedback mark really fast. And what I would used to do too, so I forget, a lot of people are brand new to the channel, and I've been doing this. I mean, they're brand new to reselling, and I've been doing this for a little bit. One thing, if you want to get like feedback quickly, is you use thank you cards and maybe even sign it. I don't know. You could just say write thanks on like you cut up note cards. You don't have to go buy cards or anything. I use construction paper is what I did, yellow construction paper, and maybe I had them printed. No, I had them printed because I worked in a print shop. So I had them printed and I cut them out. But anyway, what I did was if somebody, if some people didn't leave feedback, I would go to my solds and I would have a message like pre-written out on the computer. And it said something like, I appreciate your order. I hope you're enjoying the item. If you don't mind leaving feedback, it would really help my store. Thanks again for shopping and, have a good day. So then I would copy and paste and I'd go into each one and I would contact each buyer about that item and I would send them that message. And that one would boost like, maybe I got like 15%, like people coming back, hitting me with a positive feedback. So I used to do that when I had like just low feedback, and it works. It absolutely works. So that's something you can do. As far as the invoice label, I think is what you're referring to. I don't put that in there. I don't know. It's probably bad of me, but I feel like it'd be super difficult to do, especially when you have so many orders. It's a lot of work. Hope that answered your question. All right. Lacoste. Lacoste is an interesting brand. It's kind of like Ralph Lauren, but it's like really high retail, $90 polos, and then resell it's like $25. Like it's not very good. This one is a long sleeve like sleep shirt, and it had a stain on it, and it sold for $325 plus $8.99 shipping. So like sometimes I buy these items and I get them home in front of the bright lights, or like I think I can wash it out and it just doesn't come out. And it kind of stinks because you don't want to buy, damaged items. Some damaged items, it's fine. Vintage guys can buy damaged items. Men's modern, you typically want to stay away from any type of flaws because the margins are so tight. So this still sold though, and I still made a few dollars, and I made the money back that I bought on it, so that I paid for it. So it's kind of like, it took like 7 months to sell, but it still made me money. And I feel like these sales like kind of help boost the store. Whenever eBay sees a lot of money flowing through your store, they're more likely to increase your traffic, I think. Here's the cinch shirt. I know I talked about this one, about picking up a cowgirl. This is the geometric print, and it's an extra small. But it's weird because when you measure it, the pit to pit's like 23, but some of those shirts are just meant to wear like big kind of. I think it's because those guys are out working on like horses and stuff like that, and they don't want like a tight shirt or they'll tear. So they're bigger. So it's still an extra small, but I took an offer on it. Someone offered $12. I had it for $19.99 plus shipping. I used the $12. I took the $12 offer, and this dude's gonna go get him a cowgirl. He's gonna go rope him up some girl. I mean, it's a great looking shirt, and it's red. Maybe he's a bullfighter. Maybe he's a bullfighter. I didn't even think about that. Ouch. Okay. I thought this would get it under. Sometimes taking that bag out can get it under 8 ounces, but this one was still over, so I'm still going to do 9 ounces. I'm just not going to put the bag back on it. There's a time I thought about using the clear poly bags to store my items and put the labels, and then before shipping them, take it off and just keep reusing those bags. And I suppose you could, but I just buy more. just adding to the pollution of the earth. It's just, oh man, it's like convenience, but it just makes you so wasteful sometimes, you know? Like I tried to find a way to recycle these. And if you guys know of a way to recycle these, let me know. But this type of butcher paper, I don't think it's actual paper. Like I don't think you can put it in a paper thing. So yeah, this person messaged me a lot. They got this vintage Fieldmaster flannel. It's got that like vintage plaid almost has a little bit of a different feel to it. Like not texture, but like when you see it, you're kind of like, oh, that's a bit old. You know, that's like an old school print I've seen on movies and stuff. It's under 1 pound, so that's nice. It was $29.99, and they sent an offer of $10, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna accept it because they messaged and messaged, and then like I didn't have offers turned on for some reason. I think I don't know how that happens sometimes, like misclick or something. So then I had to like delist it because I had already sent an offer to somebody else. So I had to delist it, relist with offers, and then they did it. So I was like, fine, I did all this work. They're really passionate about it. So I was like, I'll give you the deal. I feel like if you go the extra mile with a buyer on an offer, they're likely to come back. You'll get a repeat buyer. Let's see. Sports guy said, words like y'all, you all, etc. I never know what will come out till it comes out. Interesting. Well, I know up north they say you guys. Hey, you guys, you know. I think. I don't know. We say y'all in Tennessee a lot as well. Yeah, Tennessee is a pretty nice place. I actually went there for a wedding, my cousin's wedding, last summer. It was a pretty good trip. I went and then I drove back through Arkansas, and like I thrifted on the way there and thrifted on the way back. So like I didn't do my Dallas trip, and then I like thrifted the way there way back, and I found some cool stuff. And I met up with my friend Kaiser, and we went rock climbing and stuff. So it was a pretty cool little trip. Let's see. True. If you say y'all in the Bay Area, we think we all think Texas right away, but not uneducated. Well, yeah, that's nice of you. I have a problem of like analyzing and trying to judge somebody before getting to know them, and it's a bad thing. I don't know if it's like a defense thing or what, but it's probably just too much TV, like watching too much TV. Snugglebug says yes. Yeah, I hear you. Liz says, I use thank you stickers now because the weight may bump you up to the next shipping pay scale using cards. Whoa, that's a good point. That is a good point. The stickers are a good idea. You know, it's kind of something fun. You know, it's a little different. Sets you apart. It's cheap. You know, relatively cheap. That's a pretty good idea. I just don't want that extra. I don't want to take something off. You know, but I get it. Yeah. This one's 13 ounces and it's $6.60. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Priority will be at $8 probably the end of the year. And that's with the discounts and stuff. Let's see. Snugglebug does use thank you stickers and invoice. My store is small. It could change. Yeah. I mean, that's a solid seller if you're putting all that stuff in there for sure. But yeah, I mean, who knows? You could find if you build a system out that works and it doesn't take that long and you want to do it because that's the store you want to run, then that's fine. I totally support it. This is a Brooks Brothers. This is merino wool. This is a wool sweater, quarter zip. It's the 346. Brooks Brothers has like 1818 and 346. I don't know the exact difference between them. I don't know if it's like, not really sure, but this one sold for $15 plus $8.99 shipping. So that's a pretty good amount. And it's got to go priority. And this guy shares the same name as my son. His name is Seth. So I'm going to send him a hand-drawn portrait of my son. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be crazy though, right? You order a sweater and you get a picture of a baby. like a drawn out picture. And you're like, hey man, you have the same name as my kid. So I figured I'd give you my kid to you. No, that's a little nutty. But hey, Seth, you're getting that Murano quarter zip. What else do we have here? Flippin' Sports Guy, you guys in Philly, we all say use. Use guys. That's what it is. Use guys. Use guys. That's a flagazi. That's a flagazi over there. Picking Vegas and beyond. That's crazy. Picking Vegas and beyond. Is the beyond because of the alien thing? Like, isn't Vegas more of that outer space type stuff? I like it. I'm about it. That's cool. I was born in Texas. Well, why are you in Vegas? No, I wasn't even born in Texas. I was raised in Texas though. I was raised here. When your baby is old enough, he'll love putting the thank you stickers on all your packages. Yeah, you're probably right. But he don't have any because I don't have any stickers. I am gonna make him work though. You best believe that. He's already he's 4 months, so I figure I'd give him like another probably 8 months, like his first year without having to help me. And then we're putting him to work. This is the FootJoy base layer. I told you about this in one of the thrift hauls. I paid $8 for it. It was new with tags, and luckily it did convert. It was $23.99 plus shipping. It's gonna go first class. I was a little hesitant on it because it was a size medium, but FootJoy, new with tag, golf stuff, golf's picking up. Like that stuff's gonna be hot. So, and it's right at 8 ounces. So when it's exactly 8 ounces, I still take the bag out because I don't want it to bump over for any reason. That scale may not be calibrated 100% like the post office is. So I take the bag out and you get like 0.3 ounces off because of the bag. So it's well under 8 ounces. But yeah, that one's a good converter. I got another one new with tags in the store as well. And then I found a used one that's kind of like new, and it was $5. I bought it yesterday. So FootJoy base layer, good pickup. Akmihal saw Swally with the smiley face. AC, how do you go on vacation with your eBay business? I've only done it a couple times, and I've done it 2 different ways. The first way that I did it was I moved all the items to extend the shipping to 14 or 21 days, I think. And then as the days came back, I reduced the shipping. Like I reduced it by the days until I came back home. It just seemed like too much work. If you go on vacation mode, like I would suggest just putting it on vacation mode. Now, put it on vacation mode like a few days ahead of time, because if you have any outstanding offers that you sent to people and you're on vacation mode and they sell, eBay expects you to ship that out and you will get hit with it did not ship on time. So yeah, it was one of those things. I would just put it on there. You're going to get slow sales. Like each day, it's like you get less and less sales. And then you come back, give yourself like maybe 1 to 2 days if you have a lot of sales to pack them up. And that's what I would do. So yeah, and it's even better now. They've updated the vacation mode. It's a lot better than what it used to be. So I'm all about it. I don't know if it's time away or vacation. I don't know exactly the nomenclature on that. But where are you going on vacation, man? Where are we going? Are we gonna go somewhere? The beach? You gonna go on a cruise? Here is the pants I didn't really know. I don't know if you guys can see the label. This is the EPTM branded pants. It had the crazy cargos, like not where cargo pockets normally are. It was like down by like directly in front instead of on the sides. Very strange pant. Probably one of those like fancy designers. I list them high, and I usually take the first offer or 2 that come in because I just don't know about it. Now I know a little bit more about it. I know when I listed it, none of them were beige. They were all blue or black. So I wasn't very hot on like keeping these around. I only paid $3.50 for them, so $20 plus $8.99. You know, that's a good sale for me. I live by all that stuff. You know, I mean, it makes up for the shirts that I just broke even at, you know. It kind of spreads the wealth a little bit. But yeah, I'm happy you guys are in here, man. We're doing really good. The sourcing video, here's my plan, guys. Now, editing takes a long time. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Even like the basic videos, editing takes a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to film every Wednesday when I do my long sourcing day. I pick up all my items pretty much for the week, and I source a couple times during the week, which maybe I'll film those. But they're like my own backyard, and it's kind of like it's pretty heavy in those areas. So I try to like just focus and get in and out. And then I'm going to edit that throughout the week. And then on Wednesdays, I'll launch my sourcing video. And then during the weekdays, when I got to ship my items, I'm going to try to come on here in the afternoons. Probably 1 o'clock is going to be the time. And then Saturday or Sunday, I may do a live because I usually have like way more sales and you'll get to see a variety of items that way. Because honestly, not editing the live, like a lot of people re-watch the lives. And that was my fear of running them, that people just wouldn't re-watch them. But as long as enough people re-watch them that like are at work today and they get off at 4 or 5, they can watch it. And then the other thing that it kind of doubles at is like, these are more long form. So it's not a 10, 12-minute video or 8-minute video that's condensed down with a bunch of like bells and whistles. It's more like I'm going to sit and take photos while Sean talks about his low sales and talks about stuff like that. Cause I mean, I look for that when I'm doing photos. I either try to call somebody. That's one of the best uses of my time, is to call people and bounce ideas off of them. And then the other one would be just like podcasts. I watch Lex Friedman. He has some really interesting guests, like high level performers. I like to figure out what how they think and like what I can kind of take from them and implement it in my own life. So, but yeah, that is what we got going on. But anyway, so yeah, so it'll be Wednesday. I should have the video done. All the footage is on my phone. I just need to put it in the Mac and start doing the edits. And I get so excited at like all these ideas I have, and that's what makes it hard editing, because I have a lot of ideas of like how I want the shots to look and like how I want the transitions to be, to kind of like, keep you guys entertained. 'Cause I don't want to just like, this shirt's, is great. This shirt is great. I want to make it more of like a story, like an adventure. Like you guys are there for the 15 hours. Or at least the good parts of the 15 hours for like a 10, 15-minute video. Or no, that last one was 30 minutes actually. So yeah, maybe I'm just creating long content. I don't know. I just want to make sure I hit everything properly, And I did not get, I've been filming in the stores. Like I'll set up the tripod and just like film and record. And no one said anything yet. So we're still good. Some people are like, dude, did they not say anything? I'm like, not yet. I'm going to keep doing it until they do. Here's Ariat. You guys have changed me from saying Ariat, which there's no OT, but it's Ariat. These are jeans that I bought from somebody locally. I bought 3 pairs of his jeans for $40. So that's like $13.33 a piece. These, I took an offer on these. I list them at, if they're FR, I'll list them at like $59.99 plus shipping. If they're a dark wash, I'll list them at like $49.99. And if it's just like a standard blue like this, then I'll list them at like $39.99 or $49. I don't think any of these had stains, but they sent an offer of $28. Now, if you've got it for $39.99 and they send $28, like what would you counter with? 35 maybe? Or like if you counter with 30, you're just looking kind of crazy. Maybe $32.99, 33. But I figured, you know what? I already made back a bunch of money on one of them because it was a dark wash. And this one, like I'm into the profit. So I'm okay accepting that. And dude, if I got a pair of Ariat jeans for like what? 28 plus 9, $37, man. I'd be so happy. I would love that seller. And that's what, I'm going to find more Ariat jeans. Like, this is part of it, man. Uh-oh, we got a little behind in the chat. Let's catch up. I was trying to do my work and you guys just kept on chatting. I don't mind it though. Helps the video. I think. I mean, I don't know. Nifty Nook Thrift. Hey, Sean, I tried to tag you in a short. I was making SKU labels, but failed. Laugh out. My husband and I used your instruction template for printing our own SKUs. Thanks a ton. I'm so happy that one person used that, because some people were commenting like, yeah, it's easier to use Avery. It's much easier to use Avery. And I was just like, all right, dude, well, guess what? I'm not like, I did it the hard way and I did it on my own. And I was really happy that I did it, but I'm glad somebody did it. Honestly, my Instagram game is really bad. I'm trying to learn how to do Instagram. I did tag Ashley Recloth Collection in my Instagram because she was talking about running like a long event, and I ran 3 miles this morning, so I tagged her in it. And I don't know. I just tried to do something new on it and see if it works. But yeah, it's a little confusing, the Instagram stuff. Pick in Vegas and beyond. I left Texas as soon as I graduated high school because I didn't want to live in one state my entire life like some people in my family. I could see that. Yeah, I can see that, man, for sure. I failed on tagging you, not failing on making the SKU levels. No, I got you. I'm glad the SKUs worked out. But I'm telling you, the first time I did that, I went through so many labels and it took like 3 hours. And then I forgot how I did it. So the second time I did it, It only took 45 minutes. And then I wrote like a cheat sheet. And that's pretty much what I read off in that video. Flippin' Junior finally catching a live. What's up, bro? Sup, bro? Sup? Hope everything is good. Yeah, dude, it's tremendous. Life is tremendous. Having a kid really changes things. Really changes things. It really opens up your heart and makes you feel happier than you ever felt. So when he comes home from daycare, I my wife walks in with him and I'm like, give me that baby, is what I say. I'm like, give me that baby. And then I grab him. I'm like, hey bud, how was daycare? Like, how'd you do? Were they being nice to you? That's what I do every day. And beyond is because I source all over the country, not just Vegas. Very cool, man. I got a friend that does that. He travels in a 4Runner all across the country and does he thrifts like higher items like pawn shops and stuff. There's actually, if you guys want to look, you don't have to, but his name's a Reseller on the Road. It's Kaiser. And there's a video where, when I first started YouTube, I was kind of just trying to copy a lot of people. And that's really not the way to do. Copying some people works for some things. But with YouTube, you truly have to be like authentic, I think. And there's a lot. There's a reseller interview with me and Kaiser. It says Reseller on the Road. So you can actually hit Control F and then type Reseller on the Road. And then whatever that page shows, it should be able to like pull it up. Anyway. The thumbnail, his eyes are closed like I pulled the screenshot. I left it like it. I was like, dude, that's good. It's good. Like nobody listened to it, but he sells he focuses on glasses, like sunglasses, and he has like a few hundred sunglasses, and then he sells he spent $3,000 on a camera that attaches to the bottom of a plane, and it sold it for like $8,000. So he's on a little different level, and he's a lot younger than me too. He's really good at what he does. Susan, hey Sean, you rock. Love your energy always. This month's goal was to sell 3K, and I'm at 1,600. Well, we're halfway there, so you're already halfway. Yeah, as of yesterday, with 15 to go. Cross your fingers for me. Crossed. Bernie, can you schedule listings? Still post while on vacation mode? Hang on, somebody asked about how much I post. Did I see that, or did I skip it? Maybe I didn't get to it. Hold on, let me see. Somebody said, how do I try? Oh, yeah, okay. That's Corby. I'm getting to you, Corby. I lost this spot. Can you schedule listings, post on vacation mode? I think so. I don't know. You have to test it. I'm not sure. Probably. I would say yes, but I don't know. You can list on vacation mode. So that's what I did. So when I went to Tennessee, I had 120 drafts, and I tried to list some each day. So you should be able to schedule. You should be able to. It'll still show as it'll have that message saying seller's on vacation. He'll ship when he gets back on this day or whatever. Liz, I want to move to Vegas because there's so many cool resellers there with YouTube channels, generally wanting to help people learn reselling. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Trash to Cash podcast with Carrie, the American Arbitrage, and NC Picker, and Kevin, Commonwealth Picker. I'm a big fan of those guys, and Carrie has moved from Utah to Vegas. And yeah, the thing about Vegas, though, the one time that I went, it was in the summer too. It had this heat. It's hot here in Texas, but the heat in Vegas, it literally felt like I had the oven cooking a pizza, and I just opened it and stuck my head right in front of it, and it sucked all the moisture out of me. That's how I felt in Vegas. So my brother was telling me, if you don't have a case of water in your vehicle in Vegas, and you break down, you're literally you're in survival mode instantly. And I was like, dude, I don't know. I don't know. It's the desert, right? I mean, that's part of it? It's like a desert. Corby, do you list the same amount every day? So no, not anymore. Last year it was 30 to 35, mostly 35 until my son came along in November of last year. But yesterday I had my sourcing day, right? Well, I just didn't get enough items done because I also source on Tuesday in my town. So then Wednesday I source all day and don't do any listings. So I launched 20 yesterday, but today I did 42 sets of photos in an hour and a half. So I'm going to list 42 today. But that kind of makes up. So it's 60 in 2 days rather than 30 in 30. So it's different, man. And then the thing is YouTube is really time consuming. If you want to do it right. And it's just kind of hard to continue that goal. That's why a lot of people cap out at a certain amount of listings. Because I got family time. I got I do like some house chores occasionally just to lighten the load for my wife. I got the dog, Ragnar. He's going to start wanting to go on walks and stuff now. This is a Ralph Lauren seersucker short sleeve plaid. It's $20 plus shipping. It's a 2XL, so that's almost a $30 shirt. And people definitely price these at like $5. Man, I said I was going to stay on here for an hour, and I'm like halfway through. That's okay. I mean, maybe I'll stay on a little longer. The thing about it is like, it just takes like, this doesn't take me an hour to do. Like 30 items packed does not take that long. So it's a little different, but I'm also, I'm enjoying talking with you guys. So I don't really mind it. I almost got into Twitch at one point just because I really like the live aspect of the internet. I think it's a really cool thing. It's just cool because YouTube saves it. I'm sure Twitch saves the videos too, but YouTube's a pretty powerful company. They're going to get the football stuff too, man. That's going to be awesome. The football games. Yeah, there are a ton of resellers picking base. Yeah, for sure. I think my PC is slowing me down when I list. It takes too long to upload on eBay, specifically 3 to 5 minutes of listing. I'm able to list on Poshmark and on my phone in 1 minute though. Yeah, Susan, you might want to get that checked out because it does not take 3 to 5 minutes for me. I mean, I can do them as quick as like 30 seconds. I mean, even less. Brian Roning, yo, the wrench is in the chat. What's up, mod? Him and my wife are my only mods. Brian's a really close friend of mine. He's a clothing reseller as well. I think he's arguably like, he's pretty good. I mean, I don't know, man. He's a good reseller for sure. He's the one that was selling the Crofton Barrow and Roundtree York. He was talking about that stuff. So, okay, here's another Ralph Lauren. This is a 2XL in pink, and this also sold for $20 plus $8.99 shipping. So this one might be over a pound though. Oh, it's right under. So it's 15.5 with the bag. So I think we're good on this. 15.5. It should be right at a pound. Those 2XL talls and the big. Oh my gosh, hold on. Yeah, see, my scale's not right. I just did it, and it's like 1 pound 8 ounces. So I think it was leaning against the back wall. That's another thing. I have the small scale. I linked it in my link tree, and the small scale, I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't like. It's like you need more space. I have a large TV. Well, it's not too big, but it's a good sized TV I use as my external monitor. You've probably seen in some of the videos. And sometimes the item, look how long this is. It like stretches and leans against it, and it takes off a few ounces or like an ounce. So got to be careful. It's going to go first or priority, which is fine. I mean, Ralphie's going to get him a new shirt. I tell you this, you guys talked about thank you stickers and stuff. You've heard of the brand Faherty? It looks like Fatherty. I've joked about that before. The owner of that company bought a shirt for me. So I wrote a handwritten note. I planted the seed. I said, hey man, you guys made an amazing brand. I was like, I always try to find your shirt in a size medium. Like I was hoping maybe he'd send me a shirt because I've yet to find one that fits, you know? And he got like a good shirt is a linen shirt for like $48. And it's him and his brother. He's the creator. His brother's more like the business guy. And yeah, it was a cool thing. So like I do write notes occasionally. So. Brian said he just shipped some Ariat jeans. Yeah, man, Ariat is such a powerful brand. So cool, man. Sean, did you get hit by the searching glitch on eBay the beginning of the week that Rockstar and so many other people talked about? We did. Today, 16 items sales going out 24-hour period. The searching glitch on eBay. No, I did not. But my sales have been pretty consistent. So did it affect your sales? Is that why it was a big thing? That stinks, man. I don't really I like Rockstar. I'll tell you this. When I first started reselling, I think Cincinnati Picker was the very first channel because he was kind of blowing up. And then Rockstar had some informational videos. And then I watched a lot of Josh. And then I watched Daily Refinements. And I watched like some people who I was like in the small content creator like pool with where we were just starting YouTube channels. You kind of like, it's like you're a freshman class a little bit and you're all like kind of like helping each other. So I followed a lot of those guys. Fundamentals of side hustle and I don't know. There was just a lot of them. Like Brian actually had a channel back then too. And the thing about it is, you watch them and then you learn a lot of stuff. But then after a while, you're like, dude, I kind of already know what I'm doing. Like I'm trying to focus on what I need to do. So you get away from them. So like when Rockstar puts out his daily like news stuff, or it's almost like the news of reselling, I just don't really watch it. I mean, I don't know. When you think about stuff like that, like glitches and things, like the one major glitch I will say is when you lost photos on eBay. That happened a while back. Certain categories lost like all the photos, and then also whenever the item specifics needed to be updated, right? Whenever they said you need to start putting these recommendeds, that took a while to figure out because I had a bunch that didn't have them. Because you saw how I list, I don't put very many. So those types of things were huge. And if this is as big for you as those things were for me, like, sorry, man, I hate to hear, but I didn't notice anything going on with me. So Liz Moore is talking to Susan. When I use eBay browser on my phone to list, and when the computer gets slow, I have a Bluetooth keyboard that makes the listing process go faster. Dang. eBay app and eBay browser. Okay. Corbin says so true. Yeah, dude, life comes in the way of listings, and I'm all right. You know, I make enough money here to be pretty comfortable. So, but the cost of living here is not like the Bay Area. It's much lower, so I don't need as much money. But I do want to build some more businesses. Like YouTube's like, it's kind of a business. It's just not, it's a lot of work for little money, which is fine because it's almost like if you guys ever donated plasma before, there was a time I donated plasma because I was like working construction and trying to do a lot of stuff at one time. And I didn't know how to make money, right? I didn't resell any of that. So I was donating plasma, and that money felt like it came from my body. And the thing about plasma is, yeah, a lot of like rough people donate plasma because they're on drugs or whatever, and they just need quick cash. But plasma actually helps burn victims, which I didn't know. That's what they use the plasma for. And they need like, if you go donate once, I think they need like 4 donations from the same person with the same blood and everything and plasma to actually do one treatment for a burn victim. And when I heard that, it made me it made me feel less like a vagrant for donating plasma for $40 to buy groceries. But like it's just what I did. So YouTube has that similar feel where like it's coming just straight from me. Like it's my creativity, it's my like the knowledge I've amassed over the years of doing this business, and then you get the boost of the interaction with 70 some people watching you do your work. And like I said, this video may make me like $11, but it'll be in my catalog. So if I get a viewer who wants to watch all of them, then you get like a little bit more. So that's kind of why I'm doing these lives. And I love answering the questions because y'all hit me up on Instagram a lot, and I love, answering them through Instagram. But the media of talking is so much faster than typing, especially because typing, you're completely shut off from like what you're doing. Like, yeah, I'm shipping, and when I talk, I get shut off from grabbing the next item, but I'm still getting this done. Whenever I'm on my phone on Instagram, I got to stop everything to type with 2 hands or whatever. This is a Ralph Lauren quarter zip. It's green. And this one sold for $19.99 plus shipping. That's really what you can get for those, unless it's like a big size. $30 ships, maybe 40, I guess, if it's a cool color or the right season, it'll work. But I pretty much get that. So I don't spend 8 or 10 on them. I usually try to stay at 5 just because, yeah, they're not great. But I would get away from the base colors on these for sure. I like to go with the greens, the purples, like that kind of stuff. All right. Not sure. Not sure if it's vintage, dude. I'm the same way, man. Hey, I don't want. I'm gonna read your question first, but I got something really important to say to you. Hey, Sean, I'm new to your channel. I think I learned the take pick of skew from your video, and it's already saved me, dude. Awesome, man. That's what it was for. It was to help you out. I found a vintage polo yesterday that I saw a comp for $287. It's just a blue. It's called On Print On, and it's a blue polo with like that cool striping from I think it was the 70s or maybe 80s, and it had a comp for it sold. It was like one was like 176. Like the comps were crazy, and I was like, dude, are you serious? This vintage shirt is worth that, and it's a polo, not like a band tee or nothing like that. So it was pretty wild. Susan says, wait till you're a grandparent. Oh my gosh. Hard to think that, but let's just get through this 20 years, like 18, 20 years, and then we'll think about that. This one. So this is a Sims. I don't know if you guys know the brand Sims, but it's a pretty high-end fishing brand. It's just a long sleeve gray shirt, that polyester, sold for $19.99 plus $8.99 shipping. And it's going to go on the 10 ounces. So yeah, Sims is a pretty good one. They sell, button ups and things like that. Pretty cool. First class. $4.88 on the label. $4.88 on the label. Corby says, how many do you list a week? I guess about 200 to, let's see, 30 times 7 would be 210. So it's a little more than that. So maybe like 230 possibly. Susan says, spoil and send home. Susan said, you're awesome. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, I'm all about spoiling. Whenever my niece and nephews come, like I'm the fun uncle, you know. You're not getting you're not gonna get griped at by me. I remember my mom, because my parents are pretty strict. They're trying to like teach their oldest granddaughter, like, hey, you can't be doing this or whatever. And then I was doing like the opposite, and they're like, you need to be a little harder on them. You can't just let them get away with everything. And I was just kind of like, that's not my job. That's my brother's job. Like Shane is my brother. Shane and Sean, believe it or not. And I was like, dude, that's his job. Like, I'll do whatever I feel like doing with them. Like, I want to be the fun guy. Okay, I used to watch his videos. I thought he quit reselling because I haven't seen him in a long time. You're probably talking about a lot of Josh. Yeah, he's been through a lot, I think, with just his career. And he's so skilled. Like, he's got a lot of skills. And I think when he moved to the New Jersey area, like the thrift was way too high. It got higher than before the pandemic and everything, like how it is now in most places. It was already like that there. So he kind of got priced out. And he worked for Amazon and was making a lot of money. And then he tried to like get back into it. But yeah, a lot of Josh. He's somebody that I actually kind of model my YouTube channel from, because I'll tell you a story when I grab this one. This is a Ralph Lauren. Is this the right one, dude? Yeah, it's the right one. This is a Lucky brand, not Lauren. It's Lucky brand Henley long sleeve XL. Sold for $7 plus $8.99. So you're at the $16 mark for the Henley. These Henleys sometimes go for like $25. This one went for a little less. Oh, shoot. I keep hitting my elbow on this. So yeah, a lot of Josh. The quick story is he was at 4,500 subscribers, and he told us about this Walmart thing where if you brought a car seat to Walmart, they did a recycle program, and they would give you $30 for the car seat, and you could do it twice. So I found 2 car seats at the thrift store, sent them to Walmart so they could recycle them. I got $60, and then I did it with my mother-in-law and got I think I took $20 and gave her the 100. And I emailed him about it, and I said, dude, thank you so much for like telling me about this. Like, cause at that time, like $60-100, like that was big money. Like I definitely need it. Heck, it's still big money, dude. But I definitely needed it then to like build my reselling business. And he emailed me back. You know, it wasn't like through Instagram. Like I sent him an email because I was like, oh, let's email people instead of like, I don't know if he had an Instagram, or I probably didn't have an Instagram. So I sent him an email, and he emailed me back at 4,500 subs. So whenever I see questions from you guys, somebody asked me a question about the computer, and I made like a quick video like, hey dude, this is where you need to click on eBay, and I sent it to him. Like that stuff means a lot to people, because you do not have a boss to go to if you have a spot you're stuck on your business. Like there's not, I mean, you could probably search YouTube and find the answer eventually through thousands of ads and thousands of like fake outs on like, oh no, like they give you the thumbnail, the title, and it's like, dude, where's the answer? Like, give me the answer. So if you guys message me and I have the time, I will give you the answer to the best of my knowledge. I heard it's free to schedule listings. Corby, that is correct. I heard that from Kaylee Eileen. I watch her live on, I think it's Monday mornings. Yeah, I heard it was free. I'm just not in that work mode. I just, I save up the drafts when I'm working, and then at the end of that work shift, I just launch all the drafts. So I'm not, I don't have like a bank set up or anything. I just list every day. Andrea says, I'm from Vegas and it is hot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, I was gonna say like you're ahead of the 8 ball, but yeah, no, for sure it's hot in Vegas. I've been there, and it's what do they say? Like City of Angels or something? Is that what it is? Yeah. Woo, you're live, CV15. Pretty cool name, but yeah, I'm live. Yeah, welcome. How's it going? Okay, let's see. This is the last shirt, everybody, and we're right at an hour with the last shirt, so that's exactly where I need to be. Okay, you guys let me know in the chat. This buyer said, note, please ship in a bag. A lot of our USPS boxes get stolen. Now, what do you do? I was going in a bag anyway, but say it was a first class, right? And it's going in an envelope. Is their porch pirates going to attack the envelope, or are they only going for the boxes? Is it my job to do it for the buyer the way they want? What if it costs me more money for some reason to use a bag than like a priority? Like say it was a pair of jeans and priority is the cheapest method, but they want me to use a bag like a Tyvek or like a poly bag, and it's like 15 cents more, 20 cents more. Like, do you go with them? Like, what do you do? I'm going to create a list of like how to answer buyers' questions, and I'm going to put it on a Google Doc and link it to my link tree. And it's going to have like my go-to answers when someone asks for combined shipping, what I tell them. It's going to have my go-to answers when somebody asks something ridiculous, so that whenever you get super heated and want to like attack them back with the keyboard, just copy and paste my answer, and then it'll usually just keep them quiet. And it'll probably protect you too if like they do go to eBay. eBay sees that you're not very confrontational and you kept your cool with it. So that's something that I'm working on. It's a little bit tedious because there's a lot of buyer questions and I don't remember all of them. Usually, I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty short with buyers, but now that I'm actually spending the time to craft like a document, I'm going to put a little bit more effort into it. So you guys can use that as a reference tool. Bernie M, I'm a new subscriber. What videos do you think I should watch first? That's kind of a good question for the other viewers. I mean, in my opinion, you watch them all. Like, no, don't watch the ones in the beginning. Like, you can watch my first one. It was like kind of, you can see how the business has progressed. You can peek at like how it's changed from an everything seller to a shoe seller to like a clothing seller. It depends what you're looking for, man. If you're looking for like what sold type videos, these recent shipping videos, I know they're long, but if you're working on photos, you'll hear like brands and prices and stuff. A lot of my stuff, I pay like $4 for the item and it sells for like 21 shipped. That's like my bread and butter. But I'll have the higher dollar sales, and then I have some that break even, which you don't want to buy the break even stuff, but you'll learn a lot when you sell a lot. And when you sell a lot of the same stuff, you'll realize, dude, I don't want to be buying those anymore. But and then oh, well, in that brand, in that style, in that size, there is a $30 item. But in the smaller size, it's like a $15 shipped item. So I would say you could go to most popular. That might be good. I have a really good sourcing video I put out, and I'm going to edit the one for next week in the next few days. And Brian says, dang, I see that Chick-fil-A. Dude, like, no, you don't. I ran 3 miles, so I said I'm getting Chick-fil-A. No, there was no leftovers. We eat a lot of leftovers, and I don't have any like deli meat stuff, so I had no sandwich stuff. So I went and got Chick-fil-A. Yeah, I took a 30-minute lunch. Like, I did not eat for an hour, so I got right back to it because of you guys. I want to be here at 1. Love your videos, even though you're in Texas. I live in Oklahoma. Red Dirt Dan. Yeah, Oklahoma's all right. I source there occasionally. I mean, I'm in a good spot. I'm kind of in between. So yet to find area, it goes so fast. Yeah, some areas just don't have it. I mean, area cinch, it's like it's everywhere here because there's a lot of country, cowboy, western oil field. I mean, a lot of that stuff. 3 sales Tuesday. Way to go, PK Zinc. Unless that's like a low. If that's like an average or high, congratulations. If I got 3 sales, you wouldn't see me on YouTube anymore. I'd figure out how to sell more because this is all I rely on for bills. I got to sell more. I wonder what happened to a lot of Josh. Yeah, man, he was such a good guy. Like, he's still alive, I'm sure, but it's like he's doing other things, man. Bigger and better things. How much square meter of storage space do you have in total? Well, I do square feet. I don't know meters, but it's a 20 by 24 garage. And I would say like a quarter of it is going to be your washer, dryer, AC, water heater, and my gym. So the other quarter of a 20 by 24. So whatever the math is on that, that's how much the racks take up. And right now it's at 5,000 items, but I think it can go to about 6,500 items because I have some racks that are like unused, and it's not these, it's the Husky racks, which I don't think Home Depot has the Husky racks anymore. Brian said a lot of just started making content again, then disappeared again. So I know, man. And it's a tricky beast, man. It is a tricky beast. Like I see the traps you could fall into already. And maybe I'm falling into one by going live all the time, but I think these videos are beneficial. But a lot of people try to chase the virality. A lot of people do like if it bleeds, it leads. Like if it's disastrous, let's talk about it. Let's get people scared and like worried about reselling. And those videos get a lot of views. I was suspended on eBay. Like that video will get, if I put it, I was suspended on eBay, it'd probably be like a 10,000 view video, which for my channel is really good. Like I normally hit like 1,000 to 2,000 views, and it's $10 for every 1,000. So if you have your favorite reseller out there, $10 for every 1,000 views, and that's roughly what they're getting paid. But you got to add in all the other stuff too. There's sponsored. I mean, there's a lot. Like YouTube can be some life-changing money, but if you do not have the time, you're not going to make the money very fast. Because I've been pushing it pretty hard for the last month, and I really should be listing close. But it's fun. I really enjoy it, and I see the potential of it. But that is my YouTube spiel. Bernie said, "How often do you do these live shipping videos?" I was doing them once on the weekends, but then I noticed how many people were coming into them, and I decided I have to ship anyway. Like these, what is it? 25 items typically takes like 35 minutes to ship, and it took me like an hour. So it's not that much. And then in that, 25 extra minutes, I make like 12, but like $10 to $12. So I think I may do it every day. I may do it every day except Wednesday. Wednesday is my big sourcing day. And then I may not do it one of the days on the weekends because I need to clear out a day for like, for my wife and kids, so where there's like not much work. Now I do believe in working every day. I do not think there's going to be a day for the rest of my life that I wake up and say, no work today. I'm going to just kick my feet up because I love to work. And I don't think working 2 hours a day affects the day. Like you still have a whole day to do stuff, and I work at least 10 hours a day. Like very rarely do I work less than 10 hours a day. Brian says, I heard your Rolo print. I was about to click print for my own Rolo and it tripped me out for a second. It's a good sound. I actually may take that sound and use it in the videos because you could just record that sound, clip it, and then whenever a sale comes, like put the Rolo sound at the end. That's a good little thing. It may get people thinking like, oh, that's a sale, I like that. I like the editing. There's a lot of creative things you can do. And I didn't know when you create like a type of edit, you can save it. And I mean, that's obvious, but you don't know unless you know. So now I can save, like, cause sometimes it takes like 10 minutes to create an effect. Like those little arrows that swoop in, right? Like it would take like 3 to 10 minutes to make a nice little swoop with the colors and the right size. You can save that arrow swoop and put it to the side. And I didn't know you could do that. So I was having to build it all out, and the edit was taking much longer. So now that I know a little bit more about Final Cut Pro, we're going to get better at it, guys. I just don't want to I don't want to edit all the what solds. I'm really not into that. I thought that's what YouTubers did, would walk around the garage and do that. And it works for a lot of people, but the content I think is better with these lives because I can interact and I can go through quite a bit of them. PK Zinc, I actually stopped watching Casey altogether after last year. He's talking about Rockstar Flipper. He had a dust up with Chris. I like people who use the term dust up. Okay. Let's hear it. What was it? I want to hear the dust up. Let's see. So you stopped watching them because of the dust up, man? Just occasionally like the videos on eBay's glitch or USPS changes. Yeah, he's definitely on top of things, man. He does all those remotes. Like, I think that's a crazy thing to be into. Like, when I first thought about eBay, I thought light bulbs was what to do because it's like kind of expensive and light to ship. And he does remotes. But it's like your hands got to be dry if you're dealing with that much alcohol. He definitely has to be wearing gloves, but like he cleans them and he gets like the Rubbermaid like bins, like 20-gallon bin full of remotes, and he's cleaning all of them, and then he finds like the bows and like the $100 ones, and then it's a cool business model. I really like what he's doing. But no, I don't really watch too many people, and it does stink when people like have conflicts on YouTube, but I mean, geez. Let's just move on. Let's just keep it going. PK Zinc, we did the car seat thing too. Cha-ching. See, you see what I'm talking about? And I would have known that without a reseller on YouTube. That's why I like giving back because I learned quite a bit from YouTube for sure. Flippin' Junior, he got it all. He even got the shed building videos. Oh, you're talking about me? Yeah, I built a shed in my backyard, and I thought that video was gonna go like 100,000 views. If you type in how to build a shed, like especially with the narrowness that I put for the title, which I thought was a good idea, which probably isn't a good idea. I thought that video was gonna go viral, but I built a shed pretty much by myself. I had help from like some people, but it was mainly by myself, and it was intense. But that shed is now it's a barn shed. So all my like my mowers, my table saw, my chainsaws, like all the outdoor equipment, I took out from my garage. I put it in the shed. I cleaned the whole garage, and then I bought my first Husky rack. And then I was like, let's do this. Let's try to figure it out. And then I did it wrong, and then I had to buy new boxes. It was crazy. I mean, I did it. I don't know. I wasted a lot of money on boxes. Let's just put it that way. PK Zinc, 3 sales Tuesday was sucking air. 16 today. Okay, yeah. Okay. I didn't know what you meant by 3 because some people three's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of day oneers and like, first months, first quarter people. Thanks. Sorry for the meters. I'm in Austria. It's all good. I mean, really, the US probably should have caught on with the meter stuff, but we're ingrained in feet inches and all that stuff. Watch him while packing horse. Exactly, Zinc. Like people got tasks that take an hour, so that's easy to do it. Julia, so with the washing clothes, like I do about like 1 to 2 loads of laundry of the clothes. I do not wash every single one. And I say that because some of the stuff smells better than the clothes I have. So like some people are against it. eBay says to wash every piece, but eBay also says do not sell stained items. And a lot of people sell stained items. So I'm kind of on the fence. Like if it's clean at the thrift and it smells clean, then I don't wash it. If it has any type of smell, I put it in a pile. Usually that bottom rack here, I put it there, and then I'll run like 1 to 2 loads a week. So probably like 25%. But I don't like to really talk about it because like technically you're supposed to wash every piece. But say you wash a shirt and it sits in your inventory for 8 months, like you have to wash it again. I don't know. Anyway, hour and 11 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed. I didn't hit print on this one though. Dang. Let's see. You got me distracted, man. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up here. I gotta go find the 2 items that I like. Well, one came in and one I mispulled. I grabbed the wrong one. But I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you have really good sales, and it's Thursday, right? So we got one more day to hit it, and then I guess I don't know if you guys do yard sales and stuff, but like Friday morning is a really good day because everybody else is at work and you can hit those sales. And if they got like a bunch of clothes, you're gonna be the one to get it. So go out there and get that money. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Let's end the stream. Later.